Hey guys, it's Chelsea here, and I asked you guys, what you wanted me to make my next video about, and on my Tumblr, and y'all said, well, a few of y'all said, my coming out story. So I'm going to share that with y'all. So sorry if this is long, because I feel like this might be long, which most of my videos are long, but anyways, so it all starts back when I was 5. When I looked like a little boy and had a bowl cut. No, but seriously, it does start back then. I've always been attracted to girls since pretty much as long as I can remember. I remember having crushes on a lot of my friends, my teachers, my leaders at church, best friends. I've always just had this insane amount of attraction towards women. Like, I seriously remember being like 4 or 5 years old. I'm not sure if I was in pre-K or kindergarten yet, but Mrs. Paula, what a sexy lady. She was really hot with her high-waisted skirt and long dark hair. Her daughter was really cute too. I had a crush on her daughter who was in 4th grade. I like them older. But like, I've always had crushes on girls. I remember in 2nd grade, we're sitting in like a circle, like all our desks were in a circle, and I got in trouble for some reason for talking, I think, and she made me move across the room and sit next to this girl named Crystal. Now, I had a crush on Crystal, and I remember just sitting at my desk in the middle of the circle like, oh yeah, but I was really embarrassed because I was like, shit, I get to sit next to this really pretty girl. So I'm blushing with my little bowl cut and really big glasses and pushing my desk. And I don't know why I'm making this movement still. But yeah, so the moral of all of these stories are I've always been attracted to girls for as long as I can remember. I went through this phase in about middle school, and I keep getting hair in my mouth. I went through this phase in middle school where I thought I was possibly bi. That didn't last long. Once I started dating guys, kissing guys, and not my thing at all. I do not like guys. I don't get that feeling like I get when I kiss a girl or touch a girl. Just a completely different sensation. So yeah, gay, straight up gay. When I was about 15, I was dating this girl, and I'm not sure how my parents found out. I'm pretty sure it was from the internet, like my MySpace. They found messages or something, and they were like, "Oh, whose phone number is this?" And I lied. Obviously, I said, "Oh, it's somebody." I don't remember why I said it was. And they found, they're like, "Oh, look, it's just a phase. Everyone's curious. You're not like that. You're not like that. You can't be like that." And I was like, okay. And that's what I sounded like when I was 12. Okay. And they took my texting away. They grounded me from the computer, stuff like that. I talked to her. I'm pretty sure I kept talking to her, and I kept getting myself in deeper and deeper trouble with my parents, to where eventually I stopped. I came out to a lot of leaders in high school and junior high as well, and they all told me the same thing: you can't be like that. You have to change, or you're gonna go to hell. And I don't want to see you go to hell because I love you. That's horrible to say to a freaking 13-year-old who hates themselves because they're gay. So it was a really hard time for me, because I really hated myself. Like, I genuinely did not like who I was. I didn't want to be gay. I prayed every night to change, just to not be me. And it was really hard. It's really hard when you hate yourself so much and don't want to be, here. So, where was I going with that? Okay, so when I got out of high school, I decided I didn't want to go to church anymore. I didn't like some of the things that, I didn't obviously like some of the things that happened to me. while I went there, so I wanted to figure things out and build my own opinions on being gay and religion and stuff like that. So I quit going to church. I started coming out to some of my close guy friends. I didn't really feel comfortable coming out to any of my girlfriends just yet, so I was telling a lot of my guy friends I was gay, and of course they were cool with it. They were like, sweet. A lot of them had crushes on me though, so I broke a lot of hearts. I did. So they were cool with it. Then I started coming out to some of my girlfriends, and I was so shocked because a lot of them, like all of them, were like, "Oh, that's cool. We still love you." And I'm like, "Really? Still love me? What? I've had crushes on most of y'all," but they didn't know that, and I didn't tell them that because awkward. Yeah. So, shit. What was I saying? I look out the window for 1 second, I forget where I'm going. So yeah, so eventually I'm not really sure, I'll be honest, I'm not really too sure how the conversation came up with my parents. I just remember being on the computer one day and my mom coming in my room, and we got into some kind of thing, like not argument, but some kind of conversation, and I ended up saying, I ended up telling her I was gay, and she was like, "No, you're not." And I was like, "Look, it's not a phase. I'm gay. I like girls. I've been like this forever." And I was trying to explain it to her, and she got really upset. She went outside. I am pretty positive she smoked a cigarette, and she quit smoking like years ago. So you know it's serious, like. And she's like, "Look, you can't be like that under my roof. You're gonna have to find somewhere else to live." And I'm just like, 18, freaking dependent as hell on my parents. Like, I've never had it. I'm pretty sure I just started having a job at the time. And I was like, I was really upset. I was really hurt. So I went to my room. I'm not really sure what happened. It's kind of a blur. But she ended up coming in there later and telling me, "You're lucky that your dad talked to me, because or else you wouldn't be here. He kind of helped me understand, you know, the situation." I have no idea what my dad told her. I don't know exactly what their conversation was, but he really, like, without him I would have been kicked out and who knows where. I ended up moving out a few months later anyways, just because I didn't want to burden my parents, if I did get a girlfriend and stuff like that kind of thing. I was actually dating my girlfriend at the time, my ex-girlfriend at the time. So I came out to my parents. It took them I'll be honest, it took them a while to be okay with me being gay. Like, it's finally gotten to the point now, 3 years later, to joke around with them about being gay. Like, it's cool now. Like, it just, like, a lot of people say, "Oh, will they ever be okay with it?" Like, it just takes time, depending on the individual, the parents. Everyone has their own way of dealing with things, and for my parents, it was just, they needed time to really comprehend and actually see that I wasn't going through some phase, that I genuinely love girls, and I'm gonna date girls for the rest of my life, or one girl for the rest of my life. So they had to see that. They had to see me have a girlfriend and stuff like that. Then I started coming out to more of my family. I didn't come out to my little sister, who's 13. I came out to her when I was, before I moved out here. So I've only come out to my sister, sorry, I just had a thing. I came out to her only just a year ago, and a year and a half ago now. Shoot, I've been here so long, almost 2 years. I came out to her, and I was very surprised on how she took it. She took it so maturely, more mature than I would have taken it at that age, kind of thing. Like, if anyone talks crap about me, my sister's like, "Don't talk about Chelsea like that." And she gives them that look. Like, we look a lot alike, actually. But she's such a cool kid. She was probably one of the most important people that I really cared what they thought when I came out, and she probably responded better than any adult, any parent, anyone I've ever known when I came out to her. So I'm really lucky to have such an amazing little sister. Love that kid. I came out to my aunt, my great aunt, so it's my grandmother's sister. She is insanely religious, and coming out to her I knew was not going to be easy, and it was not going to be good. I came out to her in email because that's the way how we communicated at the time. Like, we still talked on the phone, but I knew I couldn't do it, so I emailed her, and I just remember her email address popping up and me looking at it and thinking, what is she going to say? And I clicked on it, and it just said, "That's disgusting." And I was just like, my heart just sunk. She actually, when I was home, she talked to me for the first time about me being gay, which was not the best situation I've ever been in, but like, she said she wasn't proud of me and she was very disappointed in me, kind of thing. She still loves me, but that really strained our relationship, her telling me those things, and I wish it didn't, but like, it really hurt me that she said those things to me. But I mean, there's not much I can do about it, you know. I haven't come out to my grandpa. He's old and he's not in the best health, so we kind of don't see a point in me kind of laying that on him with his health right now. I'm sure he'd be okay with it after a while. He's pretty funny. I love my grandpa. Love that man. Coolest man alive. But yeah, it's pretty much my coming out story. I mean, it was a process for me. Some people, you know, just come out and say, "I am a homosexual." Mine was more of, a lot of people heard rumors about me, or like my little brother's freaking retarded. Most of his friends knew, and he didn't even know. I would be like, "Oh, didn't you know that that's what they were talking about?" Like, they would talk about it in front of him, and he still wouldn't get it. My brother's pretty slow, but yeah, I mean, mine was a process. For everyone, it's different, but for me, that's how I could handle it, is doing it by steps and just coming up to people I was comfortable with, and then gradually building it up, if you know what I mean. So this is way too long of a video. I've not made this long of a video in ages, but I hope this gives you more of an idea of my story, where I'm coming from. Yeah, and I hope you guys have a great day, and check me out on Tumblr. Someone asked me if I had a Twitter, but I don't know how to use Twitter, so I don't. So I'm just going to stick with Tumblr because I'm quite addicted to it. I get so many stinking questions, but it's okay because I love answering questions. But I hope you guys have a good week, and I'm in my new room. It's a bit depressing. It's quite empty, but I have a candle lit, and I have a very tiny TV and a bed, and I guess that's really all you need. Lighting, mood lighting. Oh, I'm kidding. Yeah, I'll catch you guys later.